Hello, Internet, and welcome back to another episode of Can It Run on the Steam Deck. My name is James, and yeah, hey guys, I guess it's been a minute since I've done one of these. Life just got busy, and yeah, I stopped making content there for a little bit, but we are back today looking at probably like one of the most anticipated games of recent memory, I guess. Hogwarts Legacy. I picked up the deluxe edition, which gave me a few extra days to play this before the official release date later this week. Yeah, I have sunk a few hours into this, and today we're going to look to see how well this runs on our trusty Steam Deck. It is Steam Deck verified, so that was a good sign right off the bat. I was a little worried because the PC requirements seemed extremely steep when they were first announced. So the fact that it was verified means that it should be somewhat playable on the Steam Deck. And spoiler alert, I'm happy to report that so far from my playing, the performance has been pretty good. I also played a little bit of this on my main PC, and I got to a point in the game where it opens us up and puts you to the outside world. The first chunk of the game is kind of inside the school, and performance inside there was pretty decent. So I'm actually looking at this outside area for the first time on the Steam Deck. So we'll see how well this performs.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
So the one thing that I've noticed in... Oh, this is actually not running great at all. The one thing that I've noticed on the Steam Deck as well as my main PC is that it can be a little hitchy. It's almost as if like assets are being loaded in, it'll kind of hitch.
I thought about transferring to Beauxbatons just to get away from Professor Black and his iron fist. But then I remembered.
Now, I mean, this outdoor area looks like gorgeous, and like looking at it on the Steam Deck screen, it's really nice. But you know, we're hovering around 30 FPS, which and it's dipping pretty frequently under, so
Speaking
not
of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
not
Has she?
great.
That's
I'm still surprised.
We'll jump into settings and see what we can mess around with here. So we are windowed full screen. We're using FSR2 and the balance preset. I guess we could try performance and see if that does anything. I am capped at 30 frames per second. I think realistically, you're not going to hit anything above that at a steady frame rate on this Steam Deck. So let's try. Let's see if the FSR.
Trust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
So definitely more stable, but it does appear to look a little more fuzzy on screen.
What are you up to now?
And again, we're still getting those little hitches. As far as I can tell, it's almost like it's loading an asset for the first time. And then it kind of calms down. I believe Elden Ring on the Steam Deck had kind of a similar situation where you get these little hitches. The GPU is pegged pretty hard here, so it is working kind of really hard
Speaking of detentions, this
to
trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
keep up with
Glad I could be of service.
everything
Madam
here.
Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me,
Um,
as is often the case.
jump back into settings and see what else we can do here to maybe get it a little more stable. So I have the global quality preset I had to medium. If I hit recommended, it's going to set everything to low. So let's apply those settings. And we'll back out again.
Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So yeah, low settings, it's definitely... Well, I was still getting those little hitches.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look,
What's going on?
see for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly.
Let's see what else we can do here. Settings. Like, I don't think, like, any of these other upscaling methods are going to be any better for performance. Maybe?
That's every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs? Absolutely.
Actually, this Intel solution looks a little cleaner than the AMD.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest, out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Again, like...
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
There's a lot of talking in this game. Holy cow. So actually the Intel upscaling method looks way cleaner than the AMD FSR stuff. Like, I don't know. We could try. Like, we could do 720 instead of 800. Maybe that might help.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
So actually it's 720. Unfortunately my capture is now cropping in a little bit. But actually let's see if we can adjust this as we go here. So the resolution is a bit smaller. There we go. Although you're not seeing the stats bar now, but it is a way more steady 30 frames at 720p. And yeah, looking at the screen itself, it looks great. But I'm also wondering if like with those hitches,
Mr. Moon!
now if it's kind of
He's the
settled
Hogwarts
in
caretaker.
a little bit.
Looks a bit worse for wear. Huh? Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, and he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
So I think 720p is the sweet spot here, because right now it's 28, 31, 30, 27, 28. It's sticking around that 30 frames per second, and honestly,
if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
we are getting a few little dips, but even in this new area, it seems to be handling it fairly well.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Okay. So at least this will give me a chance to kind of run around here and
Point of toilet.
see how we do. So it's kind of annoying that we can't see that graph on screen. So if I go to windowed full screen, unfortunately, I can't set the resolution any lower. Which is a bit of a bummer, because you're not seeing the graph now. But that's okay. It's definitely handling this a bit better than when we first loaded in. And again, if I look at the, like, you guys can't see it, but if I look at the frame graph, it's not a rock solid 30, but honestly, without the graph on screen, like as I'm looking at it in the preview window, I couldn't, like, this is perfectly fine. And it feels really responsive too. And it looks great, even though, again, the nice thing about the Steam Deck is, like, you can run games at lower settings and it still looks great because the screen is pretty small. Kind of masks a lot of the details. I'm just gonna go, like, wandering off here for a bit. It's actually the first time. Oh, no. I guess I can't wander off. This is actually the first time I've been in the open world, so to say. And it's quite neat, but I guess it doesn't want me to leave Sebastian here. I almost wish there was some combat here, but I guess we're doing some fetch quests, which I don't know if it's going to make exciting content, but I will say at the beginning of the game there was some combat sequences and lots of particles on screen, and it handled it fairly well. I think if you are going to pick this up for your Steam Deck, you know, expect to run this at 720p, low settings, and hitting around 30 frames. Not consistently, but kind of, you know, in around that ballpark. And it is very playable.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
It is extremely playable. Whether or not this performance holds up for the rest of the game, it is to be seen, but we will see. Maybe if you're further in the comments in the game, you can leave a message in the comments to let me know if this this kind of holds up. But yeah, I think that'll do it for now. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, and I'm looking to kind of ramp up making these again. So thank you for your patience and all your support. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, have a good night.